Hi, it's Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Jay, Chris, and Costi. It is Friday, August 2nd, 2024. Here with the live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses. We just keep showing up with the free picks like we do at PickDogs every single day. Of course, full card of Major League Baseball. First real full card since the trade deadline, where the guys have already, made the trip. They're with the teams, new uniforms, new tats, whatever the case may be. Old tats removed, new tats put on. No more Mets for life or anything.
Facial hair trimmed if you go to the Yankees.
Yeah. Talking about tats, I had the pleasure of playing golf the other day with AJ Burnett.
Nice.
Lots of tats, terrible golfer, but now he's hooked.
I played with Tim Wakefield while he was alive.
He's pretty good though, right?
He's freaking amazing. So I got paired up, believe it or not. So I used to play at this place called Harbor City in Melbourne, Florida. I used to play there every day. And I knew the starter, and I tipped him out, at Christmas, and did all the right things. And in the winter, when all the snowbirds come in, it's just absolutely packed. Well, there was a threesome, and he just goes, "Oh, I have a threesome. I don't think these guys want to play with another person, but they're playing from the tips. If you want to play with them," I said, "All right, I'll, whatever." It's the golf coach from the Brevard County Golf Club, Paul Azinger, and Tim Wakefield. It's like. Paul Azinger got on the tee. It just sounded like a gun got shot. It was like crack. It was like, It's like you don't say a word until you're spoken to. This is total intimidation.
That's a good story.
Man. Yep. Wakefield was really good too, and the coach was unbelievable. I guess Brevard County Community College has put like a lot of pro golfers out there.
Yeah. So, AJ Burnett's big. He's 6'4", at least.
Paul Azinger was a big guy, man. I'm surprised. He's smacking.
I asked him what he was doing in Maryland. He married a girl. Her family's here. I'm like, why would you move here? Out of all the places, not the number one option.
Well, of course, former Marlin.
Former Pirate.
Best days for Marlins.
Yeah. He was good on the Pirates. Decent. And the Yankees, third or fourth guy there.
He's got that World Series ring with the Marlins.
Yeah. That's when he had his best stuff.
Chris, you want to talk about that Boise quarterback that screwed me? Thankfully they called the game, but actually I think the game was far from decided at the point that they called it.
Whatever.
Well, they were on the 20-yard line. I mean, they were on the 20-yard line first down. So
they kicked the field goal and missed, didn't they?
No.
That was the last thing that happened, I thought.
The last thing that happened is they punted and they fumbled.
Bears was finna win that game. That was obvious, bruh. And so, I know we got to read the house rules. I get it. We've been here and done that. I'm mad, though.
What do you guys think about the new
kickoff rule? I love it. I love the new kickoff rule. And the fact that everybody hates it just tells you how good it is.
Yeah, it's
everybody
awesome.
hates it, and they hate and they do. That means it's really good. And I'll tell you, the fact that the kickers actually have to have a skill instead of just having to kick it, as far as they possibly can, changes their whole dynamic and their whole involvement in the game. And the fact that it's like, if it's a touchback in the end zone that you get at the 30, it's like, it's bad. It just creates more opportunities for more plays and more exciting things. And I think, the fact that the year that Devin Hester, one of a couple of Canes that are going into the Hall of Fame this year, goes in, it's only fitting,
Andre Johnson, Devin Hester.
Yep.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. You don't like
Jay's because Jay likes whatever ESPN tells him to like.
No, not even that.
Hype trainer, man.
I you know what I mean? I love the days of the kick returner. You know what I mean? The Devin Hesters,
Then this is your thing.
Nah,
they have to. I don't care about the setup and all that other stuff. I care that the ball has to be kicked between the 20 and the goal line. I love that. That's the part that is awesome.
So you say like the kick return though, and we've gotten into an era where 80% of them just get kicked through the end zone, and there's no return to talk.
More because they moved it up.
But when they do take that thing to the crib, it's magical. Now
it doesn't happen.
It never happens because you don't have the opportunity to do it.
Now this is it's not the same game.
Back in the day, like when Gary Yepremian kicked a 51-yard field goal, I remember it was like massive. Now those are chip shots for these guys. Right. It's like it is a different game and a different era of football. They, way back, they kicked it off a tee, man, on field goals and stuff. That's how different the game is. I mean, like a straightaway kick. I loved a good straightaway kick.
If they were going to do that, man, I would rather them just after the touchdown start the ball at the 25. Man.
There's a straightaway kicker that comes into the NFL. Jay's going to be the first on the hype train, man. If we can get a guy back.
I thought they were doing the VAR on the first down now in just the preseason. They were going to test it out.
Not all of them.
Not all the stadiums. Right.
Not all the games.
Oh well, I'm off my soapbox. New day, new money.
Do you think this new kickoff format hurts the Cowboys or helps the Cowboys? This is important. Maybe this is the reasoning for you not to like it. Maybe you think it hurts your team.
They don't even factor in. You know what I mean? We're just going to be one of the same 31 other teams that don't hoist the trophy, just like your Ravens. So it's all
how are you going to go into the season?
It's all in the mix.
Well, because Dak Prescott's the quarterback.
Because, bro, we all know who's out there, bro. Like, I don't even know why y'all are hyping yourself up, bro. There's this man out there whose number is 1-5. And as long as he's still on that field, bro,
he's been beat. Really got a chance. It's not like he's never been beat, man. He's been beat a couple times in these big games. So
we had him in the play. We had him and we got away from it.
Zay
Flowers decided to.
So
Zay Flowers decided to do some stuff that wasn't.
Yeah, if
Tom Brady beat his ass in, man. And
if you're not trying to tell me Mahomes or Burrow's been the only man to slay the dragon other than Tom Brady.
It was his defense that slayed the dragon. He threw the interception. What did that have to do with Burrow?
So it had nothing to do with plays that dragon, man.
It had nothing to do with Burrow. It had everything to do with the secondary. It had everything. So Joe Burrow intercepted that ball in overtime off of Mahomes. Is what you're trying to tell me.
Hey, man.
I mean, I'm the one who says the Patrick price. I'm the one that kind of came up with the whole bit, right? I mean, I love all that stuff. It doesn't mean that this guy's immune from breaking his leg in the first fucking game of the season because we see it all the time, man.
That's what I said.
And you know what they have for backup? Until
that happens,
Gadoosh.
Until that happens,
nothing.
Man, Chiefs. That's just how I feel about this NFL
love a good hype train. I think the rest of us will say, normally when you have a guy like this and you have a guy, when you have something like that, normally you find a few defensive coaches and they figure it out. And that's just the way that it works. Just like the Wildcat, just like all these other things, there's always been a trend on offense, all these different things. And there's always been a defensive coordinator that figured it out. And then everybody copies them. And I think, when you have limited options, he has a lot of untested, like Marquise Brown has never really shown to be much. And, here he is kind of the next Tyreek Hill.
Instead of trying to name who can be the team to knock them off this season? I've been playing.
Well, you don't know until they hit the field. You just don't know.
Nah, try to know right now. That's what I'm saying.
You can't really know right now.
You can't go into it right now.
You can't go into it right now.
As of right now, bro, there's no hype for my team, bro. It's Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl again. As of right now.
Well, that's what the squares say, man. That's what like the public hype train little girls say. But it's like the rest of the world says.
I'm not
it's one game at a time, man.
I'm the next level looking at it. I'm looking across the landscape, and I'm saying. I know the Ravens just got Derrick Henry. I still don't trust them when time comes to knock him off.
We were that close. So you keep saying that, but we were that close with stupid penalty. I get it, but it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a game Going into the game,
you lost.
How many people had, and I'm not talking about the public, a lot of experts expected the Ravens.
I think we're setting ourselves up for a 3-peat here, man. Y'all can try to dance around it all you want. You can have.
They gave them the home field advantage. You right, Jay? They gave the Chiefs the home field advantage. They did not earn it on the field. They were given it, right? Let's get this straight.
Swift.
They were given.
I haven't seen nothing over the offseason to suggest that anybody's
let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back and recap.
That's all I've got to say. I'm done.
Was it 2 years ago that they were given the home field advantage? Was it 2 years ago or was it last year?
No, it's 2 years ago.
2 years ago, given the home field advantage, right? They didn't earn it. They were given it. And that's shitty. Way shitty. I don't know, man. I've seen it a million times. They're unbeatable. Believe me. Joe Montana, 49ers, Steelers, all those teams. Trust me, they lose. It happens.
Chiefs.
It happens. They lose. All right. I'll take the other 31 teams. What do you want to bet?
Hold on,
Rubicon.
I'll bet you 10 Rubicon. I'll bet you Rubicon every night we're in Vegas for the rest of our lives.
Jay, you might as well go to Rubicon and just get one of those unlimited gift cards.
Start paying it out.
How are the Rangers doing? Are they get back up? I haven't seen the standings.
They're down 5 games.
They're finito Santiago.
They're
Chiefs
done.
plus 550.
Do you guys want to do a early cash out or no?
No.
I don't cash out. I don't early cash out.
I know you don't. I've seen the short. I've seen it.
Well, I didn't even offer.
Choose to do an early cash out here. I would discount 50%.
Has it been released that short? I don't think so.
It's Costy's opinions do not reflect those of everybody.
I will say I have seen the thing that Jay was talking about yesterday, the woman-man box or whatever. I think that if that's the way you're going to do it, you might as well just put Tank in there since pros are allowed in the Olympics. Just put Tank in there in the women's boxing division and beat this guy's ass. I mean, that's what they should do.
They said,
and then see how fair it is.
USA's flying in a person today. It's Michaela Tyson.
So it's murky water.
It's not murky. There's nothing murky about it, man.
What I will say is that they shouldn't be competing. And that's all. I'm saying
I say that so here was one that I hadn't even heard about until Jay brought it up on the show. I went and looked into it after, and the Olympic Committee, the fact that they're in defense of this, they're the dirtiest, right? I mean, they're filthy dirty. The fact that they're in favorite automatically puts me on the other side. It's kind of like, it's how it works, I see a Bears quarterback, I'm on the other side.
So,
Yeah, Shane Matthews.
It is what it is.
Shane Matthews. The hell was that shit you brought up yesterday? Jim Miller. Tossing and turning all night. Eric Kramer.
You could do a million other things, but
has Roof has shot.
I say zero, man. I say zero. And I think that if you're going to admit transgenders into the Olympics or whatever, and you guys know I never take political stances on this show. I've been through 8 elections or something, doing these live shows and videos and doing these websites, and I've never taken a side or anything on anything. But on this one, I absolutely am gonna. Then you need to have a men's, women's, and a transgender division. And that's basically the way that this works, man. I mean, you cannot have, I don't understand it. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to be the transgender expert, man. I'm far from it. I don't even understand. My generation, we didn't have this shit. We didn't have pronouns. We didn't have any of this stuff. But I do know that a man against a woman is unfair in boxing, and it's unfair in tennis. There was Dr. Renee Richards, right, who did that in tennis. They didn't let him play, man. It was like, you can't. It was that he was probably the first. They said no.
It's funny you bring that up. Serena Williams challenged a top 200 player when she was like in her prime. Somebody that's a no-name guy. I think he was ranked like 220th. Destroyed her. Just, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
So,
I think you put Tank in against them and see what happens. I mean, the all Olympic athletes are paid except for the boxers, I guess. And it's the way this works because you don't see you see LeBron out there waving the flag, but you don't see Tank, right? You don't see, any of our other guys that would be pretty good out there in boxing.
They showed it, what they make. Like, I think U.S. for gold, you make 33,000.
Oh, no. But what about the endorsements and
got it.
The pepperoni,
Hong Kong, 737,000. And there
like,
was
what's Michael Phelps' career earnings?
Are you talking about in the Olympics or playing high stakes poker? Which one are you talking about?
Whatever the case may be, whatever he does. I don't know. It's none of my business what he does as far as poker or whatever.
Been talking about this all morning. I run into Ray Rice this morning at the charging station. I have these charging stations that always have these unique conversations. Same thing this morning. Transgender, what's going on? It's
heard it at the charging station.
Heard it at the charging station. We got time to kill up there.
Pick Dog's Jeopardy. I'll take heard it at the charging station for 400, Costi. I'll take Ruffalo adjectives for 800.
How's your is your car pulling really good energy right now? It's like usually the talk. How's it pulling?
I wouldn't know, man. I go to the gas pump. I pump it in. I go
in and out in 3. You're not talking to anybody.
No, I'm not talking. In fact, I'm stink eyeing the guy in front of me that's taking forever. You ever pull in the wrong side, for the It's like, do you know that there's a little arrow?
That's what I was gonna say.
It took me 20 years to learn this.
Same.
That there's a little arrow on that gas
on every car.
Yeah, and that's the side that the thing is on.
Yeah, I didn't know that until 3-4 years ago.
Yeah. Jay's like, there's a little thing. Did you know that, Jay?
I gotta go check.
Jay doesn't pump his own gas.
No,
he doesn't need to know.
Uber Eats.
I do pump my own gas. Chill.
Do you?
Y'all the ones up there that y'all don't pump y'all's own gas up there, right?
I don't have gas, so I'm not pumping anything.
No, it's New Jersey. I know they don't pump their own gas.
I plug in.
Down here, yeah, we pump our own gas. You know what I mean?
I pump gas.
New Jersey, you can't pump your own gas.
Costing youth when he has to pump gas.
You seriously? Yeah. Pull up.
I still going to the charging station. That's lame. Put some gas, put some gas in that V8.
Let me tell you something. You and your V8 off the line have no chance.
Off the line, probably.
That electric power, man.
Let's go a little distance. I got you.
We're in the Olympics here. 100-meter dash.
I'll beat Costi in a 100-meter dash.
Years ago.
There you go. That's the next Olympic event.
So I've done this before, where somebody that's not as formidable as me, we do a 40-yard dash, but you start at the 20 mark, and I start at the 40.
I don't even need an advantage.
You get a head start.
I don't need.
You're the one that brought up the challenge, so now that you brought it up, we got to do it.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need a head start.
It's going to be.
I don't need a head start though.
Oh, you're just coming out. Oh, you want to do it completely even?
Yeah, completely even.
Oh my God. We got to have medical team there just in case.
You think you're going to be that bad after?
No, I mean, you never know. There could be some wheezing. Might be a stumble. Are we doing it on grass or are we doing it on cement? This is important.
My wheels are all surface, so.
What are we doing?
Roof challenged me to a 40-yard dash.
Oh God, I'll challenge you. I'll challenge you to 5 mile run.
I'm good. I'll take Costi on the 40-yard. We'll call it there.
No, I'll go against Costi on the 5 mile run.
5 mile?
Yeah.
Eric Pathy right now 70 miles in. 70 in.
All right.
I'll post a link in the comments for all you guys that donated. We really appreciate every one of you for a great cause. Now we could see Eric torture himself. It's about 100 here.
Money making Friday, man. Money making Friday.
Jay's riding that Chiefs hype train. I'm a little surprised.
I mean, y'all still haven't given me a viable option on who.
All I say is this, man. We see Ian Book step 1 foot onto the green part of the field. I'd like my chances of betting against the Chiefs. Ian Book I think, could be one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in the NFL.
Is that where he's up
in front of him is probably the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. So it's like.
But he's had an amazing run of not missing a lot of games. It's like that is very, very unlikely to happen because almost every other quarterback, I can't think of any that has ever gone through a run like this long without a major injury. I mean, Tom met Giselle in the boot, man. We all know that. He was in the boot.
I don't know, man. 3-peat, it sounds good. Like, it just sounds good. It's part of the story building.
It's never
part
been
of
done.
The story building, man.
Never been done.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's part of the story building. He already lost to the GOAT. So the only way to surpass the GOAT is to do something the GOAT didn't do. And that was 3.
That ain't gonna happen.
Nah, it might happen. It might happen. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's very likely to. He has the greatest coach in the game too. That's the other part. He has the greatest coach in the game too. Like it's a tandem. It's a tandem. We'll see.
I think so. I read the ESPN college football top 30 teams to chance to make the playoffs. I swear to God, Heather Dinich, who does that, does the ACC and does stuff for ESPN like that. I swear to God, she knows Ann because she gives out that reason about Miami. I don't like Drake. It's swear, man. It's like anytime you ever mention Miami, she's like, I don't like Drake. It's like, I mean, I swear that's what she does. That's what she said. I don't like Drake.
I don't like Miami.
I don't like Drake. I don't even think she says Miami. I think she says Drake. We're not talking about Drake. We're talking about Miami. Same thing. How I could be that.
I don't know how I got onto this on Instagram, but this boxing gym hired a fake Drake to sing for them, and everybody thought it was Drake. You saw that, Jay?
What's your favorite? Pretty. Chris, what's your favorite Drake product? The Yodel? Or the Ring Ding?
Yeah, probably Ring Ding.
Like a Ring Ding? You're not into the Yodel?
No.
I like a good Yodel. I like a Ring Ding. Not gonna lie. How about the coffee cake?
Oh.
Yeah. No one ever really brings up the coffee cake until they bring up the coffee cake. And it's
okay, hold on. Now I got to go back and refresh my memory on my Drakes. Hold on.
Well, the Ring Ding is like a hockey puck filled with cream.
Yeah,
we know that.
You know what? Actually,
the Yodel is sort of like a Swiss roll.
I mistook the Yodel for something else. I'm on board with the Yodel.
Yeah, I like a good Yodel.
They have Boston cream Yodels.
What?
Yeah.
How long have they been in existence?
What do you guys call them?
What's that?
You can order them online. They're $3.99.
Yodel?
Drake's cakes. Boston cream Yodels? I would love to have been at the meeting for that one.
Drake's. Should I go and type in Drake's Yodels? Oh, my God. That's not a Yodel.
Jay, you going to wear your Taylor Swift shirt to the Chiefs game?
They stole our idea and they created a new name.
My Chiefs pick right now is kind of like my Celtics pick in the NBA. It's like I'm just taking my feelings out of it and I'm just being real.
But it sounds like it sounds more the opposite. Like You're getting in touch.
Just tie your money up for 5 months and
shake it off, Jay. Shake it off.
I'm just here to tell y'all who I think is going to win Super Bowl. I know it's the sexy pick to think that your team has a chance.
No.
Think that, you know what I mean? I'm 24, bro. I'm 24.
Cowboys are going to divorce you. They're going to say, Jay, we're going to never, ever, ever.
I'm 24. My team has a chance every year. You know how many times they've done it in my lifetime?
Well, imagine being like a Lions fan or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a Lions fan, give it up, bro. If you're a Ravens fan like Costi, give it up, bro. If you're a Dolphins fan, you might as well hang it up, bro. You might as well hang it up, bro.
Yeah, but we had our run, you know.
Yeah,
we went 17-0. You can't take it away, man. You know, it already happened.
And right now, you know who run it is? The people in Kansas City. They own one, so just let them have it.
The ball takes funny bounces, man.
It's a game of inches.
Championships aren't won in August.
They're not.
Anyway, speaking of championships won in August, got the Cubs and the Cardinals. We've got the Pirates and Los Orientes. We got the Tigers, Scooble, up against the Royals. Jay, what are you thinking?
Thinking this is my type of slot to start off today, man. We got Mr. Fede. Mr. Winning Record coming from the worst team in baseball, man. On the road facing them Cubs, I'm taking the Cubs, bro. It just got to be done, bro. Everybody know that Fede got a winning record coming from the White Sox. Everybody finna be betting the Cardinals today. Fede on the Cardinals. Ooh, he's gonna be much better, and I do think he's gonna be much better. Just not today. He's gonna go on to be a really good pitcher today. Terrible spot for him. Cubs actually get it done at home on a Friday night. And it probably ain't even going to be Fede's fault. It's probably not even going to be his fault. Again, I think Fede is going to be really good for the Cardinals down the stretch. Just first game, I don't really trust him. I'm just more of a gut feeling play rolling with the Cubs. Pirates-Diamondbacks. We kind of just saw this series. I'm on the Diamondbacks, man. The Diamondbacks are rolling. We've seen this book from the Diamondbacks last year. No reason to overcomplicate it, bro. We've been saying this for a while. The Diamondbacks not a first half of the season team. Second half of the season, they're going to do exactly. They're going to get back into the race. Remember, they went to the wild card. I mean, they went to the World Series from the wild card. They're putting themselves in a similar position. Friday night, I think they go and beat the Pirates. Last but not least, Friday night at home, I'm taking Scooble and the Tigers. I know they've lost 4 straight. I know the Royals have won 4 straight. I don't care. I'm taking the Tigers with Scooble, man. I'm expecting regression from the Royals. I know that hasn't really happened. They've kind of been on a light spot of their schedule, though. Tigers haven't really been playing all that well, haven't been hitting the baseball, but I think we see this total really low at 6.5 for a good reason. It's probably going to be like a 3-1 Tigers win when it's all said and done. Give me an under. Give me the Tigers. I also want to take the Nerfy in this game as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under in St. Louis, Chicago. I think Fede has a solid start. I think the only concern that I have in this game is that Cardinals bullpen, which has had its fair share of stumbles as of late. But the Cubs, I mean, you know, they haven't been hitting right-handed pitching all that well as of late. The bullpen's been solid. Almost had to get away yesterday, but I think it's just a low-scoring game here. I could see 4-3. I think it sneaks under that 7.5. So, I mean, the under there. I'm going to be on the Diamondbacks as well. I'm not a big Brandon Pfaadt fan, but like Jay said, this is just when the Diamondbacks, you know, they turned it on last year. It looked like a team that's just headed for the postseason once again. They're making that run, and the Pirates, they had that nice run early in July. And now they're starting to sputter again. I like the Diamondbacks in this one. And I'm going to take the first 5 under between the Tigers and the Royals. I think it's a pitcher's duel between Reagans and Scooble before the bullpens get involved. So first 5 under. I lean towards the Tigers because they just keep finding ways to win with Scooble at home, but I'm not rushing to bet the side. Just first 5 under for me in that one.
Costi.
I think this one's plain and simple. In the first one, St. Louis for me. Assad has been ass all year. I'm not putting my money behind him. I did have Imanaga yesterday. I've made a promise to myself to never fade the GOAT ever again after earlier in the season where I got my own medicine by trying to fade him Saad's been terrible in his last 5, giving up close to 5 runs a game. And, St. Louis is hitting righties. They're averaging 250 on the season, while the Cubs, 227. This Cubs team is shaky at best. 500 basically since All-Star break. St. Louis isn't playing great, but they've owned them this year. Even though the Cubs have won the last 2. I'm gonna go with St. Louis here. Better pitcher. I'm not worried about Friday night ball here. The Cubs fans are soft, so St. Louis for me in that one. And I like Brandon Pfaadt. I've made some money with him this year. This is the time in the year where they usually turn it on. This is not a good spot for Pittsburgh here. Arizona's playing good ball, and they don't leave guys on base. They're getting the runs in there, and they've been a good money team throughout the year, and they're turning it on now. I'm going to take Arizona minus 1.5. And then in the last one here, tough one. It's really tough to fade Kansas City right now. I mean, this team is playing consistently, but Skubal is by far there's no win this time in the year. No win. It's very dry.
Tell that to Ruffalo.
I could smell it over here, Roof. I mean, come on.
The wind's not.
Was that
the Royals are in Detroit? The wind's not coming from.
Was it taco night last night, Roof?
No. It was wing night.
Wing night.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shot here. I don't love this game by any means, but I'm going to go with Skubal here. There's a reason why this line is what it is for a team that's clearly worse than Kansas City. Detroit for me at home, laying the 115.
I'm searching high and low for my video of me doing video for a day game, Cardinals-Cubs from the rooftops of Wrigley. I'm going to find it. I will post it in the comments. I'll let you guys know when I find it. But all the way back to 2010. But Albert Pujols hit a home run over my shoulder. I'm doing the video. It's the beauty of it. But yeah, I love the Cardinals in this one. Cubs got the late win on last night. I think the Cards turned the table. These guys have been playing forever. It's the oldest rivalry in all of sports. Oh, this is another one of my favorite videos. This is at the furthest point south in the United States in Key West. There's a guy like posing behind me. The scarf is one of my favorite videos. Yeah, I love the Cardinals in this one. I think Assad is ass. We know that. He's just a joke. I like Los Serpientes. I think Ortiz has pitched really well. But the D-backs are just really hitting the cover off the ball. And I like the Royals. I think that, we've been waiting for them to fade and waiting for them to fade. And actually, they've done nothing but move higher up the standings, man. The bullpen is still suspect, but the Tigers are worse. The Tigers were sellers at the trade deadline. And when the teams that sell at the trade deadline normally go into an all-out tailspin, I'm taking the Royals in that one. Got the Nationals taking on the Brew Crew. We got the Yankees up against Kevin Gausman and company. And it's Abbott and the Reds up against the Giants. Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Nationals in this one. Frankie Montas. I know the Brewers have a way of taking below average pitchers and making something out of them, but Frankie Montas was another head scratching move for me. Wasn't pitching well going into the trade. Hasn't pitched well on the road this season. I think this is probably the most winnable spot of the series for the Nationals. Jake Irvin's pitched really well in his last couple home starts. I just think the Nationals find a way to take this one. So give me the Nationals in this one at home. I'm going to take the Yankees on the run line. Kevin Gausman's been better on the road, but he has not had success against the Yankees this season. The Yankees are finding the offense again. They're starting to heat up. And Toronto, I think we're going to start seeing why this team was a seller at the deadline. The bullpen's been picked apart. I just think the Yankees win this one comfortably. And that Giants Reds game, I think I saw Kyle Harrison listed as the starter for San Francisco. And if it's a lefty-lefty matchup, I'm going to take the Giants in that one. Abbott got hit hard in his last home start. And the Giants hit lefties way better than they hit righties this season. And I just trust their lineup more against a lefty right now. So give me the Giants in that one.
Costi.
Nationals as well for me. Frankie Montas is just, especially on the road, has been getting lit up. Like Roof said, Jake Irvin at home has had some good outings. Not totally obsessed with this game, but this is definitely one of the out of the series that Washington could definitely sneak one out here. This is their best chance. And there's a reason why Milwaukee's not favored by more. So I'm going to go with Washington here, laying 105 at home. Man, this Yankees game is tough. Didn't even have it on the radar. I know they're playing much better. They just swept Philly. Now they're back home. Toronto's been just, they were really good. And then again, they brought back down to earth when they lost 3 out of 4 against the Orioles. It is a division game. I'm going to lay the 1.5 here. I'm going to fade Gausman. Stroman, by any means, has not been a good pitcher, but I think the Yankees bats will be alive for this one Friday night. And I'm going to lay the 1.5 here with Stroman. And then in the last one, I don't have – you said Kyle Harrison is potentially the starter for San Fran? Is that announced?
That's what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing on ESPN.
Usually I don't give out a game, but I don't even care. I don't care who starts. Mitch could be the starter for San Francisco. Get it to the bullpen. Not worried about it. Cincinnati's trash. Give me San Fran here with Mitch Wilson pitching. Are you a lefty or righty, Mitch?
Righty.
Okay, let me look up the projections here. How is
I'm a switch pitcher, like the new pitcher for the Mariners.
Are you?
Yeah.
Switches teams whenever it's convenient.
I'll take Mitch Wilson. Give me at least 2 good innings, Mitch. It's all I need from you.
I'll run you that 5-mile race if you're interested. Thinking about getting back out there and competing, some running. I was thinking about that today. Getting back out there. Been a while. But I feel the healthiest I've felt in a long time. I like the over in that Yankees-Blue Jays game. I just can't get one way or the other in that thing. Stroman's just, he's not good. Gausman's actually pitching better as the season goes on. I thought Gausman would have been a good guy to trade for at the trade deadline. He's kind of a little bit out of favor, but his last 3 starts, he's actually been pretty good. And Stroman, he wears down as the season goes on. He's done that throughout his entire career. So, I used to wear like collared shirts in my videos. Used to see these things. The old Mitch Wilson channel.
You used to have a golf club too, always in your hand.
No, I didn't. No, these are like really old. These are like 2009. It's like way old. This is like when I was running. You could tell I'm like rail thin. This was like 135 pounds. I like the Royals. Well, that was the last slot, right? I like the Giants against the Reds. I like TBD. The Giants are just clubbing left-handed pitching. They're not playing all that well overall, but they're actually not all the way out of it either. And I like the Nationals against the Brewers. You could put Frankie Montas in whatever uniform you want. He's still Frankie Montas. It's kind of like the Johnny Cochran in the courtroom with the ski hat on. Can you tell who I am? Yeah, you're Frankie Montas in a Brewers uniform. Kind of like Rogers yesterday. Oh my God. Woo! Did you see that? It's like, oh my God. Guardians were like, looks like Rogers to me. Jay?
Not really in love with this slot. I'll take a shot with Gausman and the Blue Jays fading the Yankees.
You love Gausman.
I don't love Gausman. I semi like Stroman, but I don't like the I was on this Yankees train there for a little bit. I'm back off of it now. It was fun, while it lasted. I'm off it. The Jays, they've been sneaky recently, is what I'll say. They've also always played the Yankees tough. The season series is 5-5 between the Yankees and the Blue Jays. So,
Stroman is a rapper. Have you seen that stuff?
Chris, check out the link I put in the comments.
I'm gonna take Gausman today and the Blue Jays at that plus money. I'm also gonna take the Nationals at home with Jake Irvin. I'm afraid Frankie Montas, man. Frankie Montas, I just don't trust him. Short, sweet, simple. He wasn't pitching that great. I doubt that, he's going to just come here on the road and start pitching well. The Nationals at home have been sneaky this season. Wouldn't be surprised they pull it off, man. So there's a reason the line looks like it looks in that game between the teams that have the, wins and loss disparity they have. So give me Jake Irvin and the Nationals at home. What was the last one?
Giants, Reds.
Abbott, Harrison. I don't let that game unpass.
Mike Stud and Stroman, they created an album. They both went to Duke University. Mike Stud was actually a pretty good rapper. You got to look it up. Song was called These Days. Never heard of him, Jay? Might be before your time. It was big in like 2016. Man, it's 8 years ago.
So next up, I'm trying to find the exact seconds where Pujols hits that home run.
Oh, it's my, I'm up first.
Got the Orioles and the Guardians, Marlins and the Braves, and the Rangers and the Red Sox.
This one's tough. Even though I faded the Orioles yesterday because I can't believe they even put Trevor Rogers out there on the mound. Guy's so bad. Carrasco has been awful. Creamer's had a regression since the start of the season.
It's a tough start of his career.
No, he had a good start to the season. He did. And just faded. But the Orioles have been cracking righties. The injury bug has hit us a little bit. We lost Westberg until the end of the season, but bringing up Holiday, he did have that grand slam the other day. I think with a lot of injuries, they're going to move some guys around, but there's enough firepower on this team that they'll get to Carrasco. I think this is a game they win. They got blasted yesterday. I don't expect Cleveland to put up 10 runs again. Give me the Orioles here. Short favorite price. I'm going to take a shot as well on a big dog here. Miami plus 195. I mean, Atlanta is so inconsistent these days. It's not a game that definitely I'm obsessed with, but I think this is one that Miami could easily win. Don't love it, but Miami is capable of winning games. And against Schallenbach, I think they have a very good shot here. So I'll take Miami plus the big dog price. And then almost an auto bet for me. Fading Texas and taking Boston on the road. I've been doing this almost the entire season, almost blindly on the road, and been making money. Cutter Crawford obviously is much better on the road than he is at home, but I'm going to take a shot with him. Boston is the better team. Boston has more to play for. Texas is in regressing mode here, so I'll take Boston here on the road. Short favor price.
I'm going to roll with, I'm going to take the Rangers in that one. I don't love the game. It's coin flip, so I'm just going to take the home team. I'm going to take the Guardians to beat up on the Orioles some more. I think they're just, it's like the Orioles get all the hype. The Guardians have the better record. I think they're mad. You saw it last night. They just opened up on them. It was just like they let the Orioles score in the first inning. Like they were up 1-0, a lot of ass slapping going on. And then the fun stopped. It's like my cocaine habit, you know. It was like all of a sudden the fun stopped. Right? It stopped being fun. It's like that's I think what happened with the Orioles last night. Just stopped being fun. You know, they realized it's going to be the same end that they had last year, just a very, very bad end to the season. And I don't think Rodgers is going to be the answer for him. I mean, they made two of the worst trades, right, of the whole trade deadline. Rodgers and Eloy Jimenez. I thought you were trying to improve. That's the idea. Do you think the Padres would trade him Manny Machado back? I don't know. Belozo is going here for the Marlins, but everyone knows I'm a Schwelly guy. I'm going to go for the Braves. I'm all over Schwelly in this one. Jay likes Schwelly. Normally, Schwelly's a weekend guy for us. Rod likes him some Schwelly. Jay?
Give me the Guardians. I'm going to lay a run line. Hey, finally, here they go. I was wondering when they was gonna be back, bro. Damn, they had disappeared for quite some time. Y'all heard me cry about it. Cause like Guardians, where y'all been at, man? Y'all was the run line kings, and recently they done showed back up 3 straight wins on that run line after a while of not winning shit on the run line. Thank you, Guardians. Let's keep the train rolling for the 5th straight one at home. I'm kind of buying what Mitch is selling too. Why the hell are the Guardians dogs at home to the O's? I could understand if we was in Baltimore, but at home. Stop it. And I'm going to let a run line. So I guess reverse run line on the Guardians.
Disrespect.
You mean an alternate bet?
They're disrespecting us.
Because you can't get -110. On a regular bet, you can't get -1.5.
You can find it. It's bettable. You just got to go do your homework.
They're both -110. They're not dogs.
I see -115, -105. That's what I see. So yeah, I'm on the Guardians in that one. I'm also on the Braves. Kind of like I said yesterday, the Braves, they priced crazily -250. You might as well just put it on a parlay and just pray that they win. They're playing the worst team in baseball other than the White Sox. So, you know, this should be a series. If they're serious, that they got to take care of business. So give me the Braves. And
got 27 wins, man.
They have won 40 times, this worst team in baseball.
No, we got 27. 27.
Second worst team in baseball.
27.
Everybody knows I've been the spokesperson for hashtag love that dirty water. But I've also told y'all many a times, if I got to go down with the ship, I must, man. I'm on my Rangers, man. I'm going down with the ship, bro. I got to. I trust Bochy, man. I do, bro. I gotta trust one of the best coaches in the game, man. Sending Jose Urania out here, man. Season basically on the line. Rangers. This is y'all's proven series to me, bro. This is the rubber series, bro. 5 games below 500. At home, tough schedule coming up against playoff teams. If y'all want it, y'all gotta go get it. Can y'all get the Red Sox here, man?
You said the same thing last Friday.
I know. And I also said I'm gonna go down with the ship if it happens. And I'm just repeating what I said. You know what I mean? I'm just telling y'all what I see or what I say.
Just send me your money. I'll invest it for you. Send me your money. Don't burn the money. You can go down with the ship, but there's no need to burn money.
Hey, man. But also, the ship might turn itself around, man. The ship might turn itself around. And if it do, we're gonna be sitting on a nice, pretty penny. And if it's my team, the team that just won the World Series, I'm willing to go down that rabbit hole. So
here we go.
I'm on the Rangers in that one. I'm gonna take them straight up on the money line.
Shaka.
I know.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the over in that Orioles Guardians game. See Dean Kramer and Carlos Carrasco. I think we could hit the over by the middle innings. Even when Kramer was a profit machine last year, it was because the offense was backing him up. He wasn't pitching overly well. He still had finished with an ERA over 4 that season. So I think that get some runs from the Guardians here, but I also think that the Orioles can get to Carrasco, who's been brutal home and away this season. So give me the over in that one. Miami, Atlanta, no play for me. I can't get on either side in that one. I like the Marlins, but now I see Belozo as the starter. So, yeah, I can't get there with that one. But I will take the Red Sox. For me, it's just a case of I'll believe it when I see it with the Texas Rangers. Right now, like Jay said, there's a hole in that ship, and the water's starting to accumulate at the bottom, starting to go down.
What do? You put a Band-Aid on it, or do you just jump out?
I mean, if we're talking about ships, they don't have Flex Seal, so
Chris, can I ask you a few serious questions here?
Sure.
How long is the list of Jay Briggs' excuses for the North Dakota State-Colorado game? I mean, I'd love to hear these, man, because we know you're going right down the toilet on that ugly bitch.
I don't know who the hell scheduled that game, man, but that's insanity. Them boys play football over there, man.
You want to talk about a no-win situation.
The state to come out and say that you need a layup against a team that's 47-5 in the FCS playoffs.
I mean, they've beaten a lot of Division Ones, man.
The thing is about that game, it's a lose-lose situation for Colorado. I don't even know why they did that. But if they win, nobody's going to give them the credit they deserve for that win. They're going to say, "Oh, they just played them." You know what I mean? But if they lose, or if it's a close game, then they're going to hype it up. So it's a lose-lose situation for them. I wouldn't have scheduled that game because them boys do play real football over there. They do. So,
hey, Trey Lance, man. Trey Lance.
They do play real football over there. I seen that too. I said, what the hell?
I just knew we weren't going to win.
It took me a year to ever had. You were saying that bit for a year before you actually told me who actually originated.
You're the only one that didn't know.
I'm the only one I'm like the guy in the room that had no clue.
Yeah.
That coach. I just knew we weren't going to win. It's going to be the worst beat I
ever. It's so good.
Oh my God, bro. That big hit me, bro. Dang. They're disrespecting us.
I'll be ready. I'm yeah. All I gotta do is change. Okay. It's gonna be the worst beat I ever had. That Colts. So disrespected. That's what she said to Jay. Disrespect. Disrespect this man. All right. What do we got? We got the White Sox. Oh God. And the Twins. Dean Martin's pitching for the White Sox. He's dead. We got the Astros wheeling out Kikuchi against the Rays. And Paul Blackburn, Jay's got his Mets hat on. He's all ready to go against the Angels. What's up, Costi?
It's you.
Me?
That's you.
Oh, all over the Astros here. I don't care who's pitching, if it's Kikuchi or anybody else, man. The Astros are just rolling. This is their time of year. August, September, October, Astros. Also, I like the Angels against the Mets. Tyler Anderson, the all-star, up against Blackburn. No one disappoints like the New York Mets. The higher you build them up, the harder the thud is when they hit the ground. I'm going to take the Angels in that one. And I'm going to take the White Sox. No, I'm not. I'm going to take the Twins. Only minus, 310 in this one? Yeah. Twins money line.
310 is crazy.
310. Well, that's what we're going to start seeing. We're going to start seeing a lot of those.
Shit.
That Colts.
I'm fading the Astros. I'm taking the Rays. I know it's first game of the series. That does make me a little nervous, but for the same reason I faded Mr. Fede is for the same reason I'm finna fade Kikuchi, bro. First game for your new team, bro. You losing, bro. I need to go actually find the stat on that. But until then, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm fading Kikuchi's ass. I'm fading the Astros, the 50-50 Astros. The Rays, watch out for them, bro. These two teams got the same.
We traded 7 guys, but watch out for them. They lost.
Watch out. I mean, you're saying here goes the Astros. They're 56 and 52, and I can't say here go the Rays sitting at 55 and 53.
What are they in their last 40? That's the thing about them.
Low key, probably a better record than the Astros. Low key, like, you know what I mean?
Way.
Like,
no way.
We can look at last 20. They probably about dead even. So that's what I'm saying.
Nope.
I don't know, man. Everybody waiting for that left shooter to fall for the Rays, and I don't think he's gonna fall.
Thank God we have.
I have the Rays winning this series. I got the Rays winning today, and I got the Rays winning on Sunday.
You're a Rangers lover.
Bro, I'm just telling you what I see, bro. I got the Rays winning today. I got the Rays winning on Sunday. The Astros probably win tomorrow. That's how I see it. Sunday, they got Arrighetti going for the Astros. I'm fading his ass.
You're on that SS Rubicon boat.
I am. I'm still on the choo-choo. All aboard. Rubicon. Y'all know what day it is, man. My boy
There's
on
a
that
hurricane.
Man,
you're just driving right. You're just floating right into it.
It's my boy debut, man. I know I just said I'm fading Kikuchi. I'm fading Fede, but I'm not fading Blackburn. I know it's backwards. I get it. Who cares? Blackburn finna come out here and throw a gem. The Angels, they're ass, bro. That's really what the problem here is. The Angels, they're terrible. I don't like the way they're playing. They just played, two of the worst 4 teams in baseball. I really didn't see much of anything from them in that series to suggest that they're going to cool down the Mets team, who's been playing decently recently. I expect Blackburn to pitch well here, kind of like he did in his last game, and I think the Mets back him up, man.
Blackburn.
So I do love me some Blackburn. I'm going to lay a run line here with the New York Mets. Let's do it. And then that White Sox game, I'm going to leave it alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Angels in that one. Fading Blackburn. You just faced the Angels in his last start, gave up 4 runs in 5 innings, and the Mets in their last 10 against a righty hitting just 180. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop with Tyler Anderson, and it just never seems to. And I think if there's going to be a winnable game in this series,
is it a roofie Mamba?
It might be. I'm not a Mets hater.
Which shoe is it?
Did somebody say
Mamba?
roofies?
A Croc.
Buffalo Mamba. It's a Croc.
Oh, I'll take a roofie.
Okay.
Lemon roofie.
What else? Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna lean towards the Angels there. Twins, White Sox. No value in taking the Twins, but can't get on the White Sox here. So if anything, I'd take Twins minus 2.5. But I'll lean towards the Rays plus money. I know this one.
I'm leaving.
See ya.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Get my premium picks at Pick Dogs. I have a bunch of them today. They're all good. Let's all fade the Chiefs together. Just shake it off. I'm never ever gonna get back together. Meanwhile, game 3, I'll be saying, "Paid the Patrick price." Gonna pay the Patrick. I just can't believe Jay's already on the hype train. It's too early.
I'm just being real.
Just crush my hope. Crush my dreams. See ya. These guys will take it home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rays here. I know, Kikuchi, new start for his first team, but I Kikuchi pitch against the Rays before, and a lot of starts that Kikuchi had before he got traded, the damage that he gave up was self-inflicted. It's not like you gave up inherited runners and the numbers looked a lot worse than they were. He just always seems to get in trouble with those 1 or 2 innings. And even with the Rays trading away a bunch of pieces, they're still competing. And I don't know. I still think that they can steal a game in this series. And for me, this feels like the one that they can take. So I'll take the Rays in that one.
I'm gonna take the. Oh, sorry.
You already gave them out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
The order got screwed up.
I'm back at it again. The Eric Pathy pick of the day. Chicago White Sox. Come on, guys. You have it. You have the talent. You have the talent. You have to believe. Man. White Sox for me. Let's fucking go. Plus 250. And I'm gonna go with Kikuchi here. I think I'm gonna have a different angle. I think he's seen the Rays enough. I think he's gonna have more run support. Minus a 1.5 is the play for me. Plus 130. Houston, you don't fade this team in August because they cheat. We keep saying that over and over again. You don't bet against them on Friday night when their fans are there and they're going to cheat even more. Cheaters. Kikuchi, they only got him traded there because he could cheat for them too. They don't take non-cheaters. So Houston minus 1.5, plain and simple. I think they're going to win this game, have them winning tomorrow night, and then losing on Sunday. And then in the Mets-Angels, Mets run line for me. I love Blackburn. I think it's a good pickup for them. Hasn't been good. I think there's a lot of talent there that I think he just hasn't had a great season so far. I mean, he's 4-2. He only pitched a total of 9 games this year. I think he's on a team right now that has the willpower to win. And Tyler Anderson at home. The Angels are dog shit. I think the Mets get to him early. I don't think it's going to matter even if Blackburn gives up 3 or 4 runs. I think they win this game 7-4, maybe 8-4. I think they're going to get to Tyler Anderson pretty quickly. So Mets run line for me.
For sure. Last slot then. We got the Mariners and the Phillies, Dodgers and the A's, and the Rockies and the Padres. Costi.
Me first, right?
Yeah.
Give me Mr. Wu. He let me down last time out. And he's definitely had a regression here in the last 4 or 5 starts, giving up way more runs than he was in the beginning of the season. But he's also not getting run support like he did earlier in the season. Philly's been just garbage. They just have not been able to get runs in, leaving guys on base. Their best pitchers are getting banged up. On a night like tonight, where they do have a Tyler Phillips on the mound that, has been playing really well. I think Seattle wins a close game here. I think Wu pitches a gem because the Seattle bats is what's killing them. Short price at home, -115. I'm going to take San Diego minus a run line, -1.5 plus 110 here. Gomber gets lit up on the road. And Vasquez, he's not pitching great, but he's getting the run support. San Diego's a team that can get hot, and you've seen that over the last 10 games. They have been lights out. They beat up on the Orioles on the road. They just swept a little mini series with the Dodgers. I mean, this team is playing their best ball right now. They're 8 games above 500. And Colorado, when they leave home base and everything changes with, the elevation, it's a much different game when they're not playing at home. They got swept by the Giants. They did beat, the Angels 2 out of 3, but that's not saying much. I think they're going to get into a buzzsaw here in San Diego, who's making a huge push for the playoffs here. So San Diego minus a 1.5 for me. And then I'm going to take a shot with Oakland. Oakland at home plays much better, and they play well against the Dodgers as well. They could definitely sneak one out here. Don't love this one, but I think Oakland can definitely get it done. I mean, the Dodgers have been very inconsistent over their last 10, and Oakland's actually been playing pretty well against formidable competition. They play well against Houston. They won that series 2 out of 3 at home. I mean, at home, this is the spot where you're going to take them, especially, you're going to get a dog price, and they're playing a team that they're very familiar with in the Dodgers. So Oakland plus 135 for me at home.
Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the that Phillies Seattle game is tough. I'm going to go with the under. Neither team's really hitting the ball well right now. I was leaning towards the Phillies. I do trust their lineup more, but again, it's hard with that bullpen. So I'm going to lean towards the under. I just think it's going to be a low scoring game. That Dodgers A's game, the line just freaks me the hell out. I can't get on either side now because I see the Dodgers in Oakland. It's just your mind immediately thinks Dodgers, but it's like only at -160. And I know Estes has been a little bit better at home, but it's still the A's who are hitting well. That's a stay away game for me. I think that's the parlay buster game of the day. And Colorado, San Diego, I love the over there. The Padres are hitting lefties really well. I think they can tee off on Gomber here. On the other side, you got Vasquez, he has an ERA close to 13 in 2 starts against the Rockies this season. Once the bullpens get involved, both bullpens have been shaky in the month of July and since the All-Star break. So give me the over 8.5 Rockies Padres.
I'm going under Phillies Mariners. Philly's kind of in a little slump right now. Mariners return home to their big ballpark. We got my guy, Mr. Wu, on the mound. Who? Wu. Y'all already know. Phillips, he's been pitching solid for the Phillies as well. So I think the Mariners bats kind of cool back off in their bigger ballpark coming out of Fenway. I think the Phillies don't do that much damage off Mr. Wu. I think this sets up for a lower scoring game. Give me the under Mariners Phillies. Y'all know them night games in Seattle usually be low scoring. Give me a small lean on the A's at home. I just like the, last 30 days the A's have put together. I don't think people have been paying enough attention to them, man. They've had some really good value attached to them. Dodgers in a slump right now on an extended road trip as well. Don't necessarily like the Dodgers in this current form. Give me a shot on the Oakland A's. And last but not least, Dodgers, Colorado Rockies. Padres, Rockies. I don't love it. Rockies have beaten up on the Padres this season. That's what's kind of interesting. And they've won back-to-back on the road. Do they stack 3 straight? I don't know. That sounds insane. For the value, it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, but it's not a premium style bet, if you get what I'm saying. So lean towards the Rockies, but nothing all that serious for me. Ruffalo, what you selling today?
I got my $19 pickoff play on the board. Also got a Friday MLB 3-pack. Hoping to build on a 2-0 day yesterday. So just trying to keep it rolling forward, heading into the loaded weekend, start to climb back. So got that, and I got a bonus play as well for long-term subscribers.
There you go. Costi, talk to me.
So after a lot of comments and text, I extended, Eric and myself, the Christmas in July for another 2 weeks. We limit the memberships to under 100 people on the Telegram channels because of price and losing price for these syndicate groups. So if you're somebody that's been on the fence and not quite joined or want to learn more about how to trade like a professional, where it's a lot of early week betting for NFL, where we're going to be giving out games over and over again, Monday and Tuesday for the weekend. When we bet them, you're basically going to be mimicking everything that we do. Definitely shoot me a text, 443-780-5663. Or if you don't catch the number, you could always find my phone number on pickdogs.com under the premium picks tab. You'll see Sharp Trading, and that's my direct cell phone on there as well. So hit me up, man. And once we get to 100 members, that is it. We lock it down for the whole season.
All righty. And I had 3 plays for y'all over at Pick Dogs Premium today. Top play and then 2 other plays in baseball. So 3 total baseball for me. Check them out over there, man. Christmas in July is officially over as we're in August. So if you missed it, you missed it. Sorry for you, man. But heading into a money-making weekend, I'll be hosting tomorrow's show and Sunday's show. Make sure y'all are tuned in. Any final words from you fellas? Nah,
Parlay time.
I thought I forgot. I ain't forgetting.
Oh, come on. I thought you were messing with us.
Nah, I like messing with us.
Parlay time.
Parlay, man. What you got for me, Costi?
We're going to go Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Orioles, and juice it up here. You guys are going to lose your minds. White Sox.
Float.
You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Give me the over in Padres Rockies. Give me the Rays and the Angels.
All righty. I'm going to go with the Rangers, the Braves, Braves, Twins, Tampa. 4-teamer. Rangers, Braves, Twins, Tampa. Yep. Like that. Money Making Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Any final words from you two? From you two before we get out of here?
Let's get it. Let's get that money.
Any final words, Roof?
Nah, I'm good, man.
All righty, man. See y'all boys tomorrow. You out of here. Peace.